Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 225 of the Level Up program and day number 65 of the Brown Belt. We are going to be shooting from stick right one today. Normally on Fridays I go with the stick left one, but we're going to stick with stick right one because I am feeling good with that position. That is one of my newer positions of throwing at the dice table. In fact, we learned this during our brown belt level. If you're new to the program here, this is all about my Craps Master dice shooting journey and learn how to shoot the dice at the craps table, as well as practicing a trend-based betting system. Talking about the trend-based betting system, we are talking today and continuing today with our $1 Million Challenge. This is day number 3. And before we get started, guys, and I'm going to go through the challenge and where you guys need to start off today. But before we get to that point, I want to go through and talk about a couple different videos that happened yesterday. First of all, Waylon went live on Texas Crap Shooters interview show. He calls it the bonus show. Last night was a great interview. They went through, rolled out one of Waylon's new strategies, so make sure that you check that out, and that strategy will be coming out on video pretty soon by Waylon. Second one I want to mention is John from Pro Craps Casino Gaming TV went live yesterday with the a person that's from the shelter or the place that raises the dogs that they're going to be raising money for the Craps for a Cure this year. Great interview. It's about 40-some minutes long. Make sure you check it out so you can learn more about the cause that we are supporting this year. And by the way, if you look at the logo on my screen, on the right side of the screen, there is the Craps for the Cure 23 logo, and that is going to be next week, Saturday and Sunday, November 11th and 12th. It's going to be in Las Vegas at the Fashion Mall with the Casino Quest business there. And also check that out, guys. Check out the crapsforcure.com website. You can bid on items there, and he has a whole host of different things, and all the money raised there will be going towards raising this dog. The last one we went through that I watched last night, it was about a 2.5-hour show, and that was Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps, as well as Ed from Roll to Win, went live with, I have a brain fart here, with Gargoyle, and it was an awesome show. And remember that my show here is all about learning how to throw the dice at the craps table. So keeping that in mind, I just got kicked out of Crapsee. I will have to go back on it again and get it going. But keep in mind that first and foremost, this is about learning how to shoot the dice at the craps table. I've been shooting for stick right one from Brown Belt. Brown Belt's all about variety. And I started using that 3-finger front par style grip. And normally when I hold the dice, and hopefully you guys can see this on camera here, normally when I hold the dice, they are up about an inch from the table when I'm holding on the dice. And I always try to keep them square before I launch from the deck and throw the dice. One of the comments Ed made was that he always keeps the corner of the dice on the table, so that way he can make sure that they are straight. So now the dice are tight against the table. That's the one thing I'm going to work on today when I'm throwing the dice, so we can hopefully keep them straight and parallel to the table and square to the back wall. And that's how we're going to try to set up the dice. So just kind of a little FYI on that. Now, let's get to the $1 Million Challenge. Guys, you're in Crapsee, you have a bankroll. My current bankroll is at $435. So if we look at the total bankroll on the left column there, I have it yellowed out where I'm at. I'm in the $300 to $580 range. My daily bankroll for today will be $300. If I was going for a session, it'd be $300. And my goal today would be to get another $70. If, let's say, for example, let me pull this up really quick here. I know that Frida is $1,140 for her total for her profit, so that means she has $1,440 for her total bankroll. So she's going to be in the fourth row down in the 1180 to 1170 column. So she'll have $1,000 bankroll today, and she has a daily win goal of 150 bucks. So hopefully you guys can kind of see how that works with that screen. Again, take a screenshot of that so that way you know where you're going to be going forward. Now, we got a ton of people in the chat here. We have Kevin from CRC, have Roger from OMC Craps, Uncle Hoku's here, Brian is here, JR, Mike the 85 Bears, Rick S., and George from CY. Welcome to everybody to a Friday edition of Level Up. So again, my goal is to get another $70 win. I was short $5 yesterday, so we're going to make that $75 today. So my total bankroll by the end of today's session should be up to $510. Remember that this is the third day of this $1 million challenge. So I'm going to go with a $10 pass line bet. And I need to tilt my screen down so I can see it a little bit better there. And make sure you press that I am ready button here, guys. We have 8 people in Crapsee right now. We've got 13 people watching on YouTube with 3 likes so far. So hopefully the Crapsee is working there. I'm going to wait just a couple seconds here. We're going to start off with a 5-4-5-4 hardware set. I need 2 more people to press that button. Good morning, Coach Joe. So JR says, Joe, maybe add a column to start the identity, to identify the level. Make it simpler to reference as we go on our journey. So you're talking like an A, B, C, D, or a column 1, 2, 3, and you're talking about the down version, or are you talking about the cross version there, JR? But anyhow, let's go all bet set here, guys. Just add that in a chat with what you're thinking a little more specifically, and I will definitely take suggestions and take it into consideration. So 5-4-5-4 hardware set, dice out. Went to the mixing bowl a bit. We got a 1-3-4 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. Mechanics were not the best on that throw, but we do have a point set. We have a point set of 1-3-4, and it's going to take me a little bit of getting used to changing the position of the dice here when I am. Okay, so you're saying I'm at level 1. Frida's at level 4. Okay, I understand you're saying. That is a very good suggestion. Let me check into that. I'll have to do a little bit of refiguring on that chart. Not a bad idea, Chad. We'll give that a try. Maybe we'll set that up for Monday. But anyhow, $10 pass line is covering that 4. Let's cover that 8 and 6 again, $18 each. And I'm going to call that all bet set as soon as we get our dice set here. 5-4-5-4. Again, we are starting off with the hardware set like we did yesterday. And all bet set. Dice out. And I am looking for a 6 or 8 hit, so we can do a regression on that first hit. And we got a 4-1-5. That'd be the horse and buggy. So if you notice, my dice are a little bit tighter together doing this style. I have to maybe get a little bit more elevation in the throw yet. So again, 5-4-5-4. That did nothing for my bets. Again, I'm looking for that 6 and 8. And my goal today is to get to $75. So I'm trying to get a total bankroll of $510 by the end of my throwing session. Hopefully I'll be in the first shooter here, but who knows? Yesterday it took us a little bit over an hour to get to that. We went down quite a bit yesterday before we made it back almost up completely to what my win goal was. So dice out. And we got another 415 horse and buggy. So that is a consistent number to start off with. And they kind of ran into this problem yesterday where I threw a bunch of 9s in a row and didn't get paid out at first until the 6s and 8s started coming and showing. So again, 5, 4, 5, 4. So we're going to call that all bets set here as soon as everybody presses that button. So make sure you guys do this in a timely fashion today so we get the rolls in and so we can get a rhythm established. And all bets set. Dice did cross at the end, and we got a 6 now. We have the 1-5 KitchenAid mixer. So that is great for us. Finally got our first hit, our pay. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring those $18 bets both down to $12. So we got some of our money back. We still need one more hit as a collect, and then that will bring us into that profit zone once we do hit that collect. So the 6 and 8 at $12. We have $21 brought back to the rack. We have 34 on the table because of the pass line bet. Again, if I was not the shooter, I would not be playing a pass line bet, and then I would be close enough to the break even if I didn't have a pass line bet out there. Close enough to that break even to start pressing upwards. So 5, 4, 5, 4, dice out. Ooh, kind of held on just a touch too long, but hey guys, we hit that point. We have the 314 Big Joe from Crapsee Journey. So we hit that point, so that is nice. That's $10 extra brought back to the rack. So we are $3 shy of break even here. So I'm in a position to start pressing up, I believe, as soon as we get a new point established and another number hit, another 6 or 8 hit, if you will. So let's go $10 pass line again. 5, 4, 5 for hardway set. Still on shooter number 1, and I did not enter anything on the KPI, so I gotta get that set up, guys. I don't know what I'm thinking, where my brain's at. Give me just one quick second here so I can get that set, please. Let me go over to the dice roll so I know where we're at. So we had a 314. We had a 415. And then we had another 415. Then we had a 516. And then we had a 314 again. So that is our numbers rolled so far. And I apologize for not having that set up the way I needed to. So let's go all bets set. We have 10 people in Crapsee. We've got 15 people watching on YouTube, only 4 likes so far. So make sure you hit that thumbs up on the way out. Looking for a new point. 5, 4, 5 for hardware set. Dice out. And we got a 5-2 Bruce for the come out. So that does pay us on that pass line. If you're playing that ATS, that will reset it. Again, do not work to come out. If you are playing the ATS, make sure that you have a craps check or something, a world bet or something in place to help protect you. So we're definitely in the profit now on the shooter by a total of $7. So that is a nice position to be in. Again, $10 pass line bet, 5, 4, 5 for hardware set. Press that button so we can get going, please. And we're going to go all bets set. I'm not going to wait around here forever. Dice out. And we have another 5-2 Bruce. I could throw these all day long, get my profit, and then I could be done. So I would only need 8 of those in a row to get my profit for the day. In fact, I would need 17, another 6 of them, and I'd have my profit for the day. Sad way to do it. Let's see if we can throw another one. If it's another double pitch, we're going to switch over to that 3V dice set. So again, double pitches are the nightmare of the hardway set. Ed was talking about the hardway set and how there's 4 7s that are available on that. So if I double pitch it, all 4 sides will be a 7 here. And that's one thing that he was talking about, where if you do the 3V dice set, you only have 2 7s that show up on a double pitch. So all bets set and dice out. Looking for a point yet. Dice did cross at the end. We're back on that 4 with a 3-1-4. Big Joe from Wisconsin, as Jeff would say. So 3-1-4. Back on the 4. Again, our next hit, we're going to start pressing out. And Flatlander is saying for 1 die off axis, now 2 secondaries. I can't see what the rest of that says because of that darn icon that's on YouTube. That heart icon is in the way. Oh, 2 secondaries, now change set. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But anyhow, if we have another double pitch in the very near future, we will switch it over to the 3V dice set. If we keep on throwing on axis or 1 die off axis without the double pitch, we will stay with this. We got all bets set. Dice up. And we have a 6-4-10. That's Waylon's best friend, weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So I'm fine with 1 die off axis. That is my normal when I throw 1 die off axis. So if it's on axis, then that's my not so normal. Usually 1 die is off axis when I am throwing. So we got 7 out of 10 ready here. 9 and 10. Good. Perfect. Thank you for pressing that button, everyone. And dice out. Neither dice hit that back wall, guys, but we have the Old Bay bushel this time. So we have another 10. 5-5 hard 10 this time. So that did nothing for our bets either. 10, that's a second 10 that we've thrown. We are officially in double digits for our first thrower here today. We are in the profit so far by almost $20. Actually, we're in a profit by $17 for this shooter, which is perfect for us. And all bets set. Dice out. And we got a 6-5 Midmo Yo. That is Chiro coming to us from above. So again, if you're just joining in, guys, I'm going to pop over to the screen really quick for our $1 Million Challenge. Make sure that you choose your level that you're going to be at according to your bankroll. If you look at the left column, it says total bankroll. I am at $486 currently, so I'm still in that first row. And, you know, that'll tell you what your bankroll is going to be. That'll tell you everything that you need to know going forward for this challenge. Again, this is slightly different than what Buckeye Slim had set up. I actually have it extended out a little bit longer than what he did. He had going a little bit more progressive, a little bit more pushing or driving forward, if you will. So all bet set here. 5-4-5 for hard reset, dice out. And we got a 3-2-5. Actually, the 2-3-5 is a Justice 5. Again, we're still looking to hit that 6 or 8. That is our second 5 for the day. 2-3-5. Good morning, Clay. Where do we set change that? Okay, I think I understand what Flatliner was saying. Yeah, I hear you, JR. That's why I am doing this, because my bankroll kind of took a hit because I had to pay some bills for the girlfriend because she had knee surgery. So I use my casino bankroll to help pay for the bills for the month and to pay for part of her surgery and that. So he says, you know, at a paycheck for a day at plus $70, the issue is he lives 3 hours from the closest casino. Remember, guys, these are per session. So per session would be, you know, 1 hour at the table, 10 minutes at the table, 5 minutes at the table. Nothing saying that you can't go take a break, walk around for a little bit, come back and do another session in the same day, and do, you know, several sessions. I live about 40 to 45 minutes from the closest casino, so I kind of feel for you there, because I'm not going to go up, drive 45 minutes for a 10-minute session and leave. I'm going to probably do 2 or 3 sessions when I'm there, so I would hopefully come back with $210 instead of only $70, if that makes any sense. So all that's set here. And the last roll was a 4. So we got dice out. Dice did cross, and we got a 5-2-7. 5 to Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So that is our double pitch that I was looking for that I did not want to see. But we are going to switch over to that 3V dice set now going forward. We did make a profit on that last shooter, so I am a little bit closer to where I needed to be. So we made a $17 profit, and that was a 13 rolls on that shooter. So I hit 3 come out 7s on that last shooter, so that really shot that SRR out of whack a little bit. So 3-2-3-6 is going to be our dice set. And again, I'm going to go with a $10 pass line bet. And as soon as everybody presses that button, I will go all bet set. And we got 11 people now on Crapsee. So we're slowly starting to increase the numbers that are playing along, and that is nice to see, especially since we have got such a small or tight bankroll to start off with. So $300 is your starting bankroll when you're beginning at this table, and dice out. Whoa, that was kind of a weird throw, but we have a 2-3-5, Justice 5, so 5 will be our point. Both dice kind of stuck to my fingers a little bit, and they went up in the air, came down, and they sat. They didn't really roll forward too much on that one, so neither one of them touched front wall, but hey, Green Bay, they don't really care for me. So my win goal today, Clay, is should be $70. I was $5 short yesterday, so we're going to make a win goal of $75 today. So I'm trying to get up to $510. And I currently need $58 more in order to get to that point. So we're going to roll the dice back to us. We have a 3 on the inside. We have a 2 on the inside because this cross 6 is on the bottom. We have a 1-2, 1-3 dice set. We're going to pick up $18 on that 6 and 8 again. And we got all bet set. Dice out. Yes, Kevin, 70 hours is my win goal for the day. Actually 75 because it was 5 short from yesterday. And that's according to the chart or the table that I show for the challenge. Dice out. And we have a 134 Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. That is a lot of Big Joes today. I have not said that many times often in the past here, at least not in the recent past. And we got Frida, good morning. So again, we're going to stay with the same bet. We're going to roll those dice back towards us. We have a 1 on the inside. We have a 3 on the inside. Gives us a 2V on the bottom. We have a 5-1, 5-3 dice set. And all bets set. Looking for a 5, 6, or 8 hit here. 5, 6, or 8 is the numbers we're looking for. Dice out. And we got an 8. We got a 628, in fact. That's a Duracell 8. Go out and support free live craps. So that is nice. That'll get us closer to the break even for this shooter. Again, our next hit will be a collect, and then we will be at that break even. So we're going to roll the dice back towards us. We have a 6 on the inside. We have a 2 on the inside. 3V dice set on the bottom. 4, 6, 4, 2 is the dice set that we're using. We are going to bring our bets down to $12 each. So we have $12 on that, 6 and 8. And again, guys, $300 bankroll does not give you a lot of options. I'm playing it kind of low here, even though I'm going to only be like 6 or 7 shooters or less for the day. But I'm playing as if I was in a real casino here. I was trying to play for a 8 to 10 shooter bet range, if you will. So dice out. And we have OMC Craps, all the dots and all the spots. Midnight. So I believe, I can't remember if that was a primary hit or not. I can't remember what my dice set was. I think that was a primary hit. We're going to go back to the 3-2, 3-6 dice set. As soon as I get done today, I'm going to take a 3-hour nap, and then I am going to go out and go do a little hunting today a little bit. So congratulations, new phone. Not sure what that's referring to there, Kevin, but all bets set here. Dice out. They split apart. There we go. Good. And we had a 4-3-7, ouch. So we did not get the break even this time. We did get one hit in though. So we were not far from break even. So we're probably about even for the day though. $13. So we're up $4 for the day so far. So again, we're not doing that much for our bankroll, that much for our bets because our bankroll is so low right now. And trying to get these hits in is a little bit harder. $10 pass line bet. Thank you, Clay. Good morning, Larry. So yes, I went out on Monday morning and I had a huge buck in the afternoon, 20 yards away from me, and I was not able to get a shot off at it. In the morning, I had a smaller buck. I actually called to my stand on 4 separate occasions using a buck grunt. It was actually kind of comical. I actually have it on video, so that was kind of cool. So, dice out. And we have a 3-3 hard 6 double D-gen. So that's going to give us an opportunity now to bet a different number than the 6 and 8. Let's cover the 5 and 8 this time. So 6 is going to be our point. That is a primary hit. JR forgot to hit. He was ready, and that was a good thing for him. I guess it would be. So we're going to put $18 on that 8. We're going to put $10 on that 5. And again, we're going to go to the 3236. And we'll call that all bets set here. Dice out. How far am I looking with the crossbow? 30 yards, maybe 35 at the most. I don't feel comfortable taking a shot over that because I want to make sure that is a decent shot, humane shot, if you will. But we get dice out. And we got a 4, 5, 9, the Big Mac hard 9. So 35 is probably about my max range with that. I know that some crossbows you can shoot up to 90 yards, and that's a long ways. Good morning, SJ. So we're going to roll those dice back towards us. We're going to put the 5 on the inside here, 4 on the inside on the other one. We got a cross 6s on the top, 6, 4, 6, 5, and I forgot to push submit on that. So I will give you guys a couple seconds to get your bets in on Crapsee. I sit in a tree stand that's about 15 feet up in the air in a pine tree actually. So all bets set. Thank you for pressing that button so fast, everyone. And dice out. And we have a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. And I messed up with my bets. I'm glad I didn't hit the 5 because I only put $10 on that 5. I was supposed to put $15 on that. So let's put an extra $5 on that 5. The Mac Attack is what he said. And good morning, Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. We just rolled your 5-4 just a few seconds ago. So we're going to roll those dice back towards us. Oops, I'm going to give you guys a chance to get your bets set. I pressed a little too early, but we'll roll the dice back towards us. We have a 2 on the inside. We have a 1 on the inside. Gives us 3V in the dice set at the bottom. We have a 4-2, 4-1 dice set. There you go. And all bets set. So we are looking for a 5, 6, or 8 right now. And we got a 6, we got a 2x4, and look at the placement of the dice here, guys. That's about 3.5 inches from the back wall, really tight together. I really am liking this shooting from the deck with the dice touching the table. And again, that was a suggestion that was made last night by Ed from Roll to Win. So it's something we are trying new here. So that was our point that we hit. So our box numbers are turned off. We're going to be sticking with that $10 pass line bet. We're going to roll those dice back towards us. We have a 4 on the inside, a 2 on the inside, gives us cross 6s on the top. It's a 6-2, 6-4 dice set. And let's press that button so we can go all bets set to the cage for JR. Paycheck is met. That is awesome. Heading to Vegas today for the night. No craps, though. Well, safe travels, my friend, and I'm glad you got your paycheck. I'm still working on it. And I could probably bet a little bit bigger than what I am right now. I'm betting pretty frugal. But dice out. Dice did cross. We have a 2-2. Ian double deuce. The 4. 4 came hard. Or you can go 2-2. Let's go on a cruise. Brian and Holy Roller. Hard 4. We'll go back to that 3, 2, 3, 6 dice set. Yeah, Jeff, I have always been launching from the table, and I'll show you really quick on camera. What I was doing prior to today is I would start off with the dice up in the air like this, so they're about 1 inch off the table, and I would make sure they're squared to the table there. Ed made a comment about resting the dice on the table like this and then going forward. I always went from here and went forward instead of the backswing. So that's what I'm changing today. I did. I picked it up last night from the Roll to Win thing. We're going to stay with that 5 and 8 on our, for our. I'm sorry, yeah, 5 and 8 for our bets. All bets set. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense, Jeff, how I explain that. And that's what I took from your video from last night. Dice out. What I am noticing, we have a 3-6-9 center field 9. What I am noticing is that my dice are staying tighter together, and they have a better pattern by doing that. And that is our second 9 that we've thrown on this shooter. Let's do this one. So let's throw 15 bucks on that 9. I know that's probably not a great thing to do, but we're going to do it anyhow. Roll this dice back towards us. We have a 6 on the inside, 3 on the inside, gives us 2V in the top, 2, 6, 2, 3. And dice out. Oh, the dice landed, they split apart, and we have a 3-6-9. So that was probably a good thing that we did there. 3-6-9, center field 9. So we're placing bets on the numbers that are hitting there. So we picked up the 9 just in time. So let's do this one. So let's bring that 5 and 9 down to $10. We're going to take that that 8 completely off the table. So we are $1 into profit right now. So that is perfect. Now we can start pressing up or pressing out to get our bets up a little bit higher. Roll 3 and 6 towards us. We'll go 6 on the inside. We'll go 3 on the inside. 2V dice on the bottom. 5, 3, 5, 6. Yeah, pushing with your thumb and splitting them is a bad thing, Jeff. You could probably use this concept, and this is something that I saw the other day on Howard Rock and Roller video. And what happens is a lot of people release the dice down. I'll get in here. Release the dice down here instead of up further. And if you can go up further, like up here, you kind of like open your hand like you're talking with your hand, and that helps release that dice without pushing with your thumb. I don't remember what the dice set was, so we're going to go to the 3, 2, 3, 6 to start with again. We'll start our dice set over. We hit a 9 on that last one. We're $1 to profit, so we're going to all bet set and dice out. Dice did cross. We have a 1-5 mixer, KitchenAid mixer. So we took all of our bets off of the 6 and 8, so that does nothing for us. And that, like I explained to you guys yesterday, when I take the bets off is when I start hitting the darn thing. So we're going to roll those dice back towards us. We have a 1 on the inside, 5 on the inside, gives us 3V in the bottom. We have a 4-1-4-5 dice set. Over the broom, says Clay. Dice out. And we have a 145. That would be the horse and buggy. So that is our first time we've gotten a hit where we can actually start spreading out here now. So that's going to be a $14 brought back to the rack. 145 is the Crapsee entry here. So let's pick up that 6 now, because 6 is the number we've been hitting on this row, as well as the 5 and 9. So we're going to pick up the 6 for $12. And again, our goal is to get our bankroll today up to $510. And I am currently $26 away from that. So we're getting close. Roll this dice back towards us. We have a 4 on the inside. We have a 1 on the inside. 2 V dice on the top. 2, 1, 2, 4. All bets set. And we got a 2, 4, 6. I'm glad I picked up that 6. So 2, 4, 6. 2 by 4. So let's pick up that 8 now. So we'll have all the inside numbers covered. We'll be at that 44 inside bet level then. So we are $59 brought back to the rack, 54 on the table because we have that $10 pass line. So we actually have $54 down. We need to get to 510. We have got $498 if I brought everything down. So we're $12 away from that goal for the day. Again, I have to actually go $10 over, so I have to get the 520 because I have a pass line bet that I cannot take off. So if my bankroll gets up to 520, we're going to be taking all that money off, and we will be walking to the cage. 2 on the inside, 4 on the inside, cross, 6s on top, 6, 2, 6, 4. Dice out. And we have a 156, again, KitchenAid mixer. So I'm glad we picked up that 6. And let's do this one. So, the 6 is hitting there, and so is the 5. So it looks like those 2 are my strong numbers. We have 512, so we need $8 more. Let's just keep that. Let's not go any more bets out. So if we can get one more hit here, we'll be at that going to the cage level, which is what we want to do. So 3V on the bottom, we have a 4145 dice set. All bets set. Dice out. And we got a 4610. That's Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So we don't have anything on that 10. That's the only number that is not covered with our bets. So we're going to roll those dice back towards us. We have 6 on the inside, 4 on the inside, gives us upside down 2V on top. There's a 2, 4, 2, 6 dice set. Come on, baby. Let's hit these bets here so we can call her the day. And I'll bet set. Out. Very high trajectory. We have a 5-2 Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So that shot us a little bit. Brought us back down again on that bankroll. So we're going to have to go work at it again. If I would have taken everything off, I would have been only $10 away. At the current moment now, we are $52 away. So I should have cleared our bets, but it is what it is. We'll be able to get them up pretty fast, I think, this time. So 3, 2, 3, 6 dice set. We are not going to do a $10 pass line bet. Let's pretend somebody else is shooting. I'm going to do a skill 66, see if we can get that money back right away, and then we'll go from there. And we got all bets set here. Dice out. Dice cross right at the end. We have a 1, 3, 4 Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. So 1, 3, 4 is the point. We're going to go 66 inside. We have 2 decent shooters to start with, so we're on our 3rd shooter for the day here. SOR is looking good. So let's go 66 inside. We'll hopefully get some inside numbers here. Press up 1 on the first hit, reduce to 44 after the other hit that we were into profit. We'll roll the dice towards us. We have a 6 on the inside, no, a 3 on the inside, a 6, a 1 on the inside, and the other one. So we have a 2V on the bottom. We have a 5, 1, 5, 3. I had a brain fart there thinking about how do I do that? Dice out. Oh, that was kind of a weird throw, but we have a 3-2 Justice 5. Again, they kind of stuck my fingers a little bit, and they went up in the air, came down. The right one did not budge at all. The left one almost got to the back wall. They'll say shooter hit the back wall. Unless you're at my local, they don't really care. So we're going to do 22 inside pressure. We're going to drop in $1 to get to that level. We only have 7 people left on Crapsee, 20 people watching. 3-2 rolled towards us. We have a 2 on the inside, we have a 3 on the inside, gives us cross 6s on the top. 6-3, 6-2 dice set, all bets set. Dice out. And we have a 5-6 Minbo Yo. Left one hit and bounced to the right, or to the left wall. Right one continued on the back wall like it should have. Again, 1 more inside hit so we can get down to that break even. Roll the dice towards us. We have a 6 on the inside, 5 on the inside. That gives us 3V on the bottom. So 4, 5, 4, 6 dice set. Press that button there. We'll get our dice out. There you go. Dice bet set. Good morning, Paul. And I'll read your comment in just a little bit here. I want to get that hit here first. Dice out. Dice cross. We have a 6, 4, 10. That's Waylon's best friend on that end. Big Ben this time. So 4, 6 or 6, 4 is what I call. So Paul says, great shooting a couple times. Top adjust bets. We're quick on the last 2 shooters. Missed a few adjustments of bets. Great. It's saying that all bets are set for everybody on my side. It shows that I apologize if that is the case here, guys. But it shows that all bets are set for on my side. So that's what I'm waiting for. It says players are ready and all bets set. We have a 5, 6, 5, 4 dice set. It's the 2V on the bottom. Dice out. And we have another 10. 5, 5, hard 10, Old Bay Bushel. So I'm guessing a lot of people hit their profit goal. I unfortunately have not, because I've been hitting a lot of outside numbers today. Something that I'm unfortunately not betting much of. 3, 2, 3, 6 is the dice set. Looking for an inside number here. Good, I'll bet set. Days off. And there we go. We have the 4-4 heart 8 square pair. So we got to that break even profit on this shooter. And now we need to get it back so we can get to our overall goal here. Again, we need $510, and that puts us at 507, guys. I'm pulling my money off. We are $3 away from our bet. So I will keep on shooting for everybody else that is on Crapsee. This will be the last shooter here. So we're going to go with a 3-2, 3-6. So we hit our goal. Actually, we are $3 shy of the goal. So I'm fine with that, guys. I am totally fine with that. All bets set. That's out. So this is the second day in a row that Skill 66 came back to save me. They split apart when they left my fingers, but we have a 4-5 hard 9 big back. So that definitely would have put us over if I would have kept the money up, but I have no bets on the table right now. I am shooting for the benefit of everybody else that's at the table. Good morning, Nemo. Roll the dice back towards us. We have a 5 on the inside. We have a 4 on the inside. Cross 6 is on the top. It's a 6-4, 6-5 dice set. And so far we have got 11 people that are within range of the 3-day level so far. So it seems like a lot of people are doing well on Crapsee, so that's good. Dice out. Oh, call a little bit set. There we go. That was a little flat of a throw, but we have a 4-1-5. It's a horse and buggy. Good morning, Carlos. So we had a 4-1. We're going to roll it back towards us. Make the inside look like a 4, inside look like a 1. Gives us 2V on the top. We have a 2-1, 2-4 dice set. Back up to 10 people on Crapsee now. Hit that button, everyone, please. And guys, if you're just joining in, remember we're doing this $1 million challenge here. And if you go back to the beginning of the video, I have a screen or a scene that I show that shows how to do the $1 million challenge. It has how you manipulate your bankroll. We have a 369 center field 9. How you bet according to your bankroll. We start off with a $300 bankroll, and the goal is obviously to get up to $1 million. According to Justice Jen, no one is going to do it. So it is up to us to prove her wrong or right. We'll see what happens. She probably is right, but I would like to think that we can definitely do it. Good morning, Red Eye. And we've got a 5-3-5-6 dice set. That's a 2V on the bottom. So Flatliner's asking, do you rebuy to be where your chart is, or does it do it automatically? Your $300 bankroll that you start off with on this table will carry you over, because I will try to keep this table open as long as I humanly can, as long as Crapsee allows me to do so. And it'll just carry over from day to day to day. Now, if you lose your money, you can get a rebuy, and I'll approve the rebuys, so that way you start over at the $300 level. If you make more money than what you're supposed to for the day, and it puts you into another category, that's where you start off the next session, is in that new category, that new level. So I'll explain that again on Monday when I go live and I show the chart. So we have dice out. And we have a hard 8 again, square pair. So if I would have kept my bets up, I would have probably been close to tomorrow's goals already, or Monday's goals. But I'm happy with making bankroll, I should say, paycheck. 3235. If I would have had some extra money left over, I would be playing with that extra money right now and trying to get ahead a little bit that way. But since I didn't have any extra, I was actually $3 short. I'm going to stick with that, and I don't have any money on the table right now. Again, just rolling out for everybody else. We had 3 really good rolls. Actually, Stick Right 1 has been treating us really good here this whole week. We've actually had some pretty decent rolls from this position. So 3-2. 3-6. Dice up. And we have a 3-8, 5-8. 8 came easy. It is so tempting to jump back in, guys. It is so tempting to jump back in. We need that 12 for the tall. We need the 2, 3, and 6 for the small. Roll the dice back towards us. We have a 3 on the inside. We have a 5 on the inside. Cross 6s on the bottom. We have a 1, 3, 1, 5 dice set. 1, 3, 1, 5. Still at 19 people watching on YouTube. It was up in the 20s. People are starting to drop off. In about 9 to 10 minutes, John will be going live for his daily paycheck. So make sure you jump over when you're done here. Give me that thumbs up if you are liking this content, and then jump over to John on Casino Gaming TV and watch what his show is about today. I know it's Coffee and Craps will be a Friday Follies. We have a 4, 5, 9, hard 9, Big Mac. So we've thrown about 4 or 5 of those today. Roll the dice back towards us. We have a 5 on the inside, a 4 on the inside. Cross 6s on the top. 6, 4, 6, 5 is the dice set. And everybody is starting to make bank now. They're leapfrogging me because I am rolling good here. Uncle Hoku jumped up to top, second place. Jeff from MD was in first place now. Frida took a hit today. So all bets set and dice out. And that one, the dice put apart a little bit on me when I left my fingers, but we have a 5, 3, 8, easy 8 again. So we're definitely hitting these inside numbers now, the 8s and 9s. Either the 8 or 9 has been rolled. In the last 5 rolls has been either an 8 or a 9. So talk about consistency of dice rolls, guys. 5, 3 or the 3, 5 has been the 8s, except for the 1 square pair. And the 9s have been mostly that hard Big Mac hard 9. Roll the dice back towards us. We have a 3 on the inside. We have a 5 on the inside. Cross 6s on the top. 6, 5, 6, 3. All that's set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls. We've thrown 4 8s and 3 9s out of 8 rolls. Wow. Unreal. And they say that dice influence is not possible. I beg to differ. See with that, I'm getting pretty damn lucky. We have an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. 1, 2, 3. So all we need is that 2 and 6 for the small, and we need that midnight for the tall yet. So you're gonna go see if you can catch a steelhead. So you lift the rods for the salmon on all the steelies. Guys, right now, I live in Wisconsin, and the salmon run the rivers. The run was probably done about 2-3 weeks ago. We have a 1 on the inside, we have a 2 on the inside. So that's a pretty common fall thing for us up here. And I've gone salmon fishing a couple times. When they run the rivers in the fall like this, they're actually not eating, they're actually going up to spawn, and then the females die. And after the salmon spawn, there we go, we got a 5-2 Bruce. Do not become shark bait. After the female spawn, the brown trout come running up the rivers. And these are huge brown trouts from Lake Michigan, and they come up to try to eat the eggs. So that is the end of the roll here, at the end of our shooter. We did get almost to our profit. We're within $3 of making bank today, which I called that a success. Let's look at our statistics for the day. We have a 15.3 SOR. We have a 7.7 SRR. 3 come out 7s. We had an 18, a 13, and a 15 roller today, so all decent. But the roll quality points really were not that good considering how many rolls were rolled. Strong numbers today were the 4, 5, 9, and 10. Box numbers are high today. Insides were expected. 4s and 10s were high. Come out 7s are high. Horns are low. Fields are high. Hardwares are high. Light side play today. Let's look at our brown belt statistics through the end of yesterday. So as of yesterday, we had 2,217 throws for brown belt. We have an SOR going so far of a 9.96 and an SRR of 7.43. Quick look over at our $1 Million Challenge chart. Guys, if you need to make a screenshot of that, go ahead, do that. So that way you can use it for future reference, but we will go back to our normal screen now. And guys, I do want to thank everybody, and somehow my camera got messed up there. I must have hit the wrong button. I don't know, something's not working. I don't know, my KPI shut down there on top. We'll figure that out later. But anyhow, guys, that's what the behind the scenes looks like there. But anyhow, my name is Joe. This is my Crapsmaster dice shooting journey. I hope everybody has an enjoyable weekend. Be safe, be prosperous, and I'll see you back on Monday. Thank you very much, everyone.